Red flag stock sector to avoid in Bursa Malaysia 2022. Let's go.
2 weeks back, this good news seemed to benefit these Malaysian CPO stocks. But today, this news came in, got it. It's like can see, but not able to touch or eat. Looks like government also at fault here. Pay cut tax Europa bikin or kerja slow. HEVEA. Malaysia tak bola. No wonder the sharks took profit fast. You know. Follow for more Bursa insights.
Second part.
What telco stocks investors get? What telco customers get all this while? What telco customers are hoping to get, but waiting until cows come home? Your comment. Follow for more.
Green flag stocks in the past that has benefited from weak ringgit.
Stocks that have benefited from weak ringgit in the past. Glove stocks, plantation stocks, furniture stocks. But why? They use local materials, then export overseas in USD. That is why. By the way, Japanese yen is worse. Weaken more than ringgit versus USD. Do you know, if government didn't subsidize your RON 95, honestly, we'll all see even higher inflation. So super law bro and sis, follow for more love.
Given the state of ringgit now, Tun Mahathir said, peg the ringgit pronto. But Bank Negara said, no, old man, your method won't work today. Honestly, Tun M must have felt, day, I eat fish more than you eat rice. Actually true also lah, when Mahathir was fending off speculative attacks from Soros and co during Asian financial crisis, current Bank Negara governor was only in her early 30s. To explain currency peg by Tun, what he did in 97-98 was to fix 1 USD to 3 ringgit and 80 cents. The peg prevents currency traders from dumping ringgit in bucket loads to depress its value. Tun's move drew heavy criticism, but World Bank and International Monetary Fund eventually acknowledged it helped Malaysia's financial situation from worsening at the time. For the rakyat, and injecting certainty to Malaysia businesses that must borrow or import in USD. Otherwise, their profitability could be hit badly. The peg here means a country like Malaysia basically guarantee the supply of its currency, like ringgit. That's the first part. The second part falls to the government to ensure no economic crisis in Malaysia like Sri Lanka, and no political crisis like Sheraton move, and also no collapse of the nation's financial system. It's nothing new actually. See, Brunei dollar is pegged to Sing dollar as long as Brunei political and financial system are stable, which sounds too familiar, for those of you who invested in so-called stable crypto coin pegged to USD, Terra, Luna, anyone? You can see that even in the crypto world, a cryptocurrency value means nothing other than votes of confidence from the masses towards the system that is behind it. Similarly, a country currency means nothing other than a vote of confidence towards the country. It's true even for USD. We are talking about the reserve currency in the world, because we have been told that the value of US dollar is backed by reserves of gold stored in US. In practice, central banks need to ensure their domestic currency or paper money was convertible into gold at specific fixed price, aka the gold standard. But do you know that the US have long abandoned the gold standard since 1971 during President Nixon time? Since then, USD becomes purely a fiat currency, and it sets a precedence for other nations from there on. What's a fiat currency, you ask? It's a government issue money that is not backed by any physical commodity such as gold or silver. Instead, it is only backed by the government that issued it. You see, that is why US can print 5 trillion during the pandemic. Mostly, they are handouts to US households and US businesses without US needing to mint any gold. How mind-blowing is that? And the next question is, how and where US government gets so much money from? Well, from foreign investors who park their money in US cash deposits, or investors who buy US government bond in USD. A deeper question, Why people want to hold US government bonds that only gives a 2-3% return per year versus say a Malaysian bond that gives a 4 to 5% a year? Well, because US is perceived as having higher political and economic stability on top of military strength than Malaysia. You know what's even worse than a Malaysian government bond then? As of now, maybe a Ukrainian government bond. Even if it promised you a 10% return, you would not want to touch it now. In other words, we are actually subsidizing US people and elevating their living standards. See? Like it or not, we are making America great again. In fact, we have made America great in the past and will continue to make America great for a long time in the future.
Hiya!
We are poorer, they are richer.
Emotional, damn it!
Give this a like and subscribe if you feel enlightened. More weekly updates from CFU channel in the description below or in the upper right.